Hello and welcome to my channel at Over the Hook by Al. In this video today we are going to start off by how to crochet for absolute beginners. We're going to go through the different types of hooks that are available on the market. When you start crocheting, the hook you choose affects not just how your stitches look, but how your hands feel after 10 minutes compared to an hour. The biggest differences come down to the material, handle thickness and grip design, which all influence tension, control and wrist strain. So here we've got our basic aluminium crochet hooks. These are a cheap starter option. Many beginners start with a simple aluminium set. These hooks are thin, they're lightweight and they are very smooth, which helps the yarn glide easily and makes it easier to form consistent stitches. This smooth glide can actually help beginners learn their tension because the yarn doesn't stick or drag along the shaft. However, the downside to these aluminium hooks is they are very narrow. The handle is very narrow. You tend to grip tighter to maintain control, which can quickly lead to finger fatigue and wrist strain, especially during longer sessions. They're great for short practice sessions, but they are not always comfortable for long-term crocheting. Next, we've got our ergonomic rubber handle hooks. These are budget-friendly upgrade compared to the aluminium ones. They are affordable ergonomic hooks with wider rubber handles for better grip and reduced strain. These combine with a metal, not this one, but this one, with a metal hook tip. This one is more of a plastic one. Again, the yarn will glide smoothly over the shaft. And then they tend to have a rubber or a silicone handle. The wider grip naturally relaxes your hand, meaning you don't squeeze tightly. So you can see there the difference already. For tension, this often helps beginners achieve more even stitches because your hand is more relaxed and movements are less jerky. So if you look here, I have got a 4mm crochet hook, and then this one is a 4mm crochet hook. So the tip and the shaft are the same. The handle on both are completely different. So how I am holding this one is a lot looser compared to this one. It's a lot tighter. There are many ranges of ergonomic crochet hooks out on the market. We've got budget-friendly ones, then we've got more of a mid-range. Again, they'll go up in price. And then you've got your premium ergonomic hooks. Again, they're a bit more expensive as well, but it will all depend on your budget, on which type of hook you want to go for. Then we have our luxury hooks by COUSE. These are wide sculpted handles. So these are a premium ergonomic hook with a long sculpted handle designed to reduce wrist strain. These are very wide elongated handles, almost like holding a wand rather than pinching a tool. This design shifts movement from your fingers to your whole hand and arm. They dramatically reduce your wrist strain and finger strain, especially for people with joint pain. So these are fantastic for anyone who has arthritis or carpal tunnel. Really good option. However, they are expensive. They are your luxury handles. So I would recommend going for the COUSE once you've got to grips with how to crochet and you're really enjoying it, you like making your projects I would then upgrade, when you've got the money, to a set of furls. These ones are a really good one. I'll put a link into the description box for these as well as the aluminium hooks and the furls. But this is a good budget range crochet hook. So back to the furls. Even though these are really, really good, it can take time to get used to them because they're a lot bulkier compared to the other handles that are available in the crochet hooks, and the weight can vary. So this one is a streamline wooden crochet hook. Here I've got a metal streamline furls crochet hook. This is lovely and light. We've got a resin handle, a wooden shaft and tip. Here, this is completely metal, so it's heavier, and it can take some time to get used to a much bulkier, heavy hook. This one is a resin. It's completely resin, a resin handle, resin shaft, resin tip. They weigh the same. There's not much difference in them at all. So these are good. There's lots of different variety types of hooks available on the Furls website with lots of colours. Believe me, once you start looking, you will want them all. Now that we have gone through the different types of crochet hooks, we will start to learn how to do a chain. So I'm going to choose this hook. Now to start your chain, you are going to need a ball of yarn. So this one is Wendy Supreme double knit. When you are looking at your yarn, you will check the recommended hook size. So this one is a 4mm, or in the US it is a 6. They put both of them on because US have different size hooks compared to the UK. It's the same, but we just have different numbers compared to them. We'll also need a pair of scissors, a darning needle to weave in your end tails, stitch markers. Again, they can come in a variety of shapes. I have these two today and I'm going to be using this one. And a tape measure if you want to be measuring your work. So we're going to take the sleeve off, and then you can either pull your yarn from the outer side or you can find it from the middle. It is entirely up to you on which way you want to work your yarn from. I'm going to be doing it from the outer side. Now, so first of all, how to make a slip knot. So we're going to put our yarn over our hand like so. You're going to pinch it with your thumb and turn round and have your 2 fingers up with your other 2 fingers down. You're going to wrap the yarn around so then it makes an X underneath. And then you're going to bring it back over the top behind the first yarn that you wrapped around. Grab it with your other 2 fingers. You're going to get your crochet hook, go under the first strand and pull through the second strand. Pull up and twist. Take your fingers out and pull. You then can just pull the yarn to close up that slip knot. So that is a slip knot. I'll show you that again. So you're going to put the yarn over your hand, pinch it with your thumb, turn your hand round, pull the yarn over your 2 fingers, underneath, making sure that you make that X underneath, and then you pull it to the back of your first yarn. You get your crochet hook, go under the first one, grab the second, pull it through, up and twist. Keep hold of that tail, pull your fingers out and pull. And then you can just pull the yarn to your hook. So that is a slip knot. We're now going to start our chains. So first of all, I'm going to just talk to you about the hold of your hook. Holding your hook this way is called the knife hold, just like you do when you hold the knife. Some hold their hook this way, like a pencil. This is called a pencil hold. I am going to be holding my hook in the knife hold. This is how I work best. We're now going to put the yarn in our left hand, or if you're left-handed, then it'll be in your right hand. I'm right-handed, so the yarn will go into my left. I'm now going to get my tension, so I'm going to wrap it round my pinky. It's going to go under my ring finger and above my middle finger. Again, I'm going to wrap it round my pinky, under my ring finger and above my middle finger. Now everybody gets their tension different. Everybody holds it differently. Play around with what best fits for you. But this way best fits for me. I prefer to hold my yarn like this. So we're now going to start our chains. I'm going to hold the end tail of that yarn. I'm going to wrap the yarn round the hook, and then I'm going to glide it through the loop on my hook. So that's one. Again, I'm going to wrap it round the hook, and then I'm going to bring through the loop on my hook. That's two. I'm going to wrap it round my hook, and then I'm going to bring it through the loop on my hook. Now, as you just saw, I just moved my thumb and my finger up the chains to do that next chain. When it gets longer like this, move your fingers up closer to your hook so then you can keep your tension the same. If you leave it down here and continue from down there, sometimes your tension can be different. So it could either be a lot looser where that loop on your hook is bigger. So when you bring it through, that loop now, that chain is not the same tension as the previous three. It is a lot looser. If you continue to do looser and tighter chains, your work will not be right. So to ensure that your tension stays the same, move your thumb and your fingers up the chain as you do it. So wrap your yarn round the hook and bring through the loop on your hook. Again, wrap around, bring it through the loop on your hook. Now also sometimes you might hold it too tight, which then makes the loop on your hook really tight. So then when you're wrapping it around and bringing it through, it's going to make it really difficult to pull through, which then now has made that chain tighter, and again it's not even. So I'll undo that. I'm going to undo the next one, and we'll start again. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 chains so far. So I'm holding it gently just below my hook. I'm going to wrap it round, pull through the loop on my hook. Wrap it round, pull through the loop on my hook. Wrap it round, move my fingers up, pull it through the hoop on my hook. Wrap it round, pull it through the hoop on my hook. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to make 10. Wrap it round, pull through, that's 9. Wrap it round, pull through, that's 10. Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, we're now going to have a look at these chains. So we've just created a series of 10 chains. Let's have a look at the different terminology that you will hear throughout crocheting. If you look at your chains, they are created in a V. So each one is a V. We have got a top loop and we've got a bottom loop. If you twist it round, you see a back hump at the back of your chains. I would highly recommend you practice over and over until you get the technique correct, and then you can move on to crocheting some stitches. Make sure you check out the next video in my series where we will be learning how to double crochet, which is the UK term. In the US, this is known as single crochet. If you like this episode, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe.